Subconsciously, we may have a fear of success, a fear of failure, a fear of loss, different patterns in our lives that repeat themselves. But I think keeping your eye on the prize and reminding yourself why you're doing it is so important.
Many people get to a place in their lives where they almost get the one thing they wanted, only to sabotage it. Sabotage their happy ending. Why do we do that? And how can we stop doing that?
You know, it's so funny. You often see people, it's like you get to the edge and you're so close, but you don't realize how close you are to getting what you actually want. So I look at it as the main thing that holds us back is that 34-letter word, fear. And what does fear really mean? False evidence appearing real. Most of you have heard that already before. When we think about the end result, it doesn't truly seem achievable to us because the end result is the unknown. And we don't know what that unknown is going to be like. Wow, to have everything that I've always wanted, everything that I've thought of, that list that I wrote about that perfect person, and now I'm going to get so close that this guy may be the one. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh, I don't deserve this. Whoa, God, what's wrong with me? My feet are too big, my size, my hair, we will make up all the excuses on why we don't deserve it, but someone else does. And we allow that fear to entrap us and keep us in our own prison.
I think oftentimes people lose track of the fact that it's possible. And they get so close and they've done all their visualizations and they've actually met somebody, and all of a sudden all of those sparks start popping and they say, oh my God, this is it. Oh geez, I'm not really sure. And then they go right back into the past and say, well, the last time this happened, this is not possible. You know, when you actually look at the word impossible, it's really I'm possible and this is possible for me. I think oftentimes we are human and we take away the things from ourselves that really are happening. We're the ones that are taking them away, not the rest of the world, not the universe. We actually hit the stop button.
I think there are times when they say, cut it off. Sometimes we consciously do that, but a lot of times we unconsciously do it, which is where the fear comes in. I mean, subconsciously, we may have a fear of success, a fear of failure, a fear of loss, different patterns in our lives that repeat themselves. But I think keeping your eye on the prize and reminding yourself why you're doing it is so important. Whenever I'm working with someone and they're about to take a leap of faith, which just about every decision in your life is, I have them write down 3 important questions. One is, what do you want? Why do you want it? And why are you capable of achieving it right now? So then when they either need to keep their eye on it, so we'll remind, hey, did you read your little journal entry this week? Are we keeping it fresh in our mind? Or when they start to talk themselves out of it and say, oh, I thought I wanted it, but I didn't want it. Wait, you gotta go back, read that word for word, and then you tell me you don't want it anymore. So it's all about keeping it fresh in their mind.
I love that, because my version of what you just taught or what you just shared is it's changing the thermostatic setting on our life. Our results are the direct result of whether we realize it or not. I believe we have like a thermostat, which is our self-image, on what we will allow into our lives and what we unconsciously push away. So what you've given is a very clear way to turn up the volume on that thermostat and allow more positive energy in our lives by reminding ourselves, this is my truth. This is what I want, why I want it, and I'm capable of. And I just love that. That's a very clear way. Go to the thermostat, turn it up, and allow more positive good.
And I'll say, what changed since the day that you wrote that down? And if they can't pinpoint something, then we know that this is just something that's fearful coming up. If nothing actually changed that would make them not want it anymore, then we go back and we hit it hard and say, we got to stretch. We got to make this happen.
Yeah, they're not really working with the principles that you've given them. Yeah.
It's like you said, it's about enjoying the moments and making it the adventure. You focus so much on the journey and the destination that you don't realize this is an adventure. Life is an adventure. Let's have fun. Let's celebrate the success. Celebrate those moments. If you have the goals, that's something we don't do. We're going to sit there and chat. Well, no, celebrate it. Embrace it. Enjoy it. It's an adventure.
Many of us get very close to our happy ending, and then we seem to self-sabotage. Things that we need to keep in mind is that we have a thermostat that's our own self-image, and we need to be very wary of that self-image. One thing we can do is we can think about what would our life be like if we were only around till midnight. Another thing that we can do is we can be very clear about what it is that we want, what our capabilities are, and how we can get there. So fear is never going to be out of the equation when it comes to getting what we want, but it doesn't have to be. We embrace that fear and we move forward.